and welcome to another stream here on Behance and on YouTube. For a second, I thought you were picking your nose, Anthony, and I was going to be like, what are you doing? We're live! Welcome, one and all, on this fine Wednesday. We are here. We made it. Today we are going to be working on some landscapes. I just came back from vacation if you didn't catch Monday's stream. Last week I was down at the coast, and it was beautiful and lovely, and I took a lot of pictures. And so today what I wanted to do was work on some of them because I was looking at Pinterest and I was like, what do I feel like doing today? And I will show you some of the inspo that I found. Let's see, we've got Rynn first in the chat, followed very closely by Alessandra, who was apparently here before I even posted the link. So hello, welcome, and Rynn, gold star. Woo! Rynn is one of our lovely mods, and we have our mod links down in the chat, so definitely check out the work of all of our mods. They are amazing. Speaking of which, I didn't open with our usual thing. Hi, I'm a children's book illustrator. This is my best friend, Anthony Sims. He reads the chat.
Yeah, that's right. You did it. Rynn in the chat saying, welcome in, friends. For faces who may be new, be sure to check out the Discord for shenanigans and future stream schedules, and posted a link to the Discord in the chat, which you could also find in the description under the video.
Indeed.
You'll also find a little thumb you can click if you want to.
Only normal here. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm a little like, because I was just getting water before the stream, and it took me longer than I thought because I was tripping over the blanket that's currently over my lap. I'm also wearing a sweater. I apparently got cold.
Oh.
Are you cozy warm?
Yeah, it's pretty warm down here.
Oh, good. Down here in the
Sockless
pits
right
of
now.
hell. No, he's in the basement. Shh,
Also
don't
the
talk
pits of
about
hell,
it.
Yeah. It's toasty.
For the mosty. Ooh.
We also have Gareth and Jake and Tyler and Charmaine and Dee Ross in the chat. And Ibrahim.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Charmaine sounds like a new name. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. So good to see you. I see Ibrahim as well. So good to see you. So yeah, we are going to jump into some illustration stuff. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. And these are some of the pictures I took. Let's just glory. I don't know. What's a word for
glory,
like
hallelujah, all the live long day.
Those are the same song. Okay, so these aren't edited to like look better than, but they you know, it's fine.
That's what your illustration is for.
Yeah, but I feel like they don't do justice to how pretty it was in the person either. So just to let you know, if you ever want to go to Astoria, Oregon in November, like I did, it's pretty, like, usually pretty overcast and rainy, which I love because I was like, you know, raised in that, and it's part of what my home is, you know. It's my homie, and so I'm into it. But if you are not, then definitely go in the summer because it is absolutely perfect. Oregon coast in summer is just peak existence. Wouldn't you agree, Anthony?
All of Oregon is peak existence in summer, I feel like.
It's true. We did get pretty hot this summer, obviously. It's getting hotter and hotter. But
oh yeah, except for the forests that were raging fires.
Yeah, that's
not great.
But the idea of the Oregon coast, if you are looking for like a vacation, is it's usually not like a California coast kind of thing. It's like a little colder. So if you hit it in the warm months, it's just like exactly right. It's not crazy hot. It's usually pretty cool. Anyways, this is the view up from the Aster column, which is apparently called Astoria column by most people. I was raised to call it the Aster column. What do you call it, Anthony?
I guess the Aster column, because that's how I was introduced to it. But yeah, when I was there last time, they've got a new attendant that makes you pay a fee to park, which is relatively new. And on the slip, I think it's the Astoria column.
Mm-hmm.
It's like prim and proper.
I Googled it while we were there because I was like, it's the Aster column, right? And everything said Astoria column except for like one article that said Aster column.
Written by
It was
Bill Owen.
Yeah, my dad. No, I think that it was like the history of the artist who created it. And I was telling James, I'm like, imagine if we created a piece of artwork that other people just drove up to like see, and you could just see the physical piece right there in front of you, because it's kind of crazy.
Do you want to describe it? Jake is asking.
What the Aster column is?
Yeah.
It is, actually, I didn't have a picture of it in here. It is a tower that is actually apparently modeled after, I believe there was a European tower that it was supposed to be kind of like echo of. And it's just got one spiral staircase going up the center of it, and then when you get at the top, there's a little deck and a dome. And all along the outside of the column, there is a spiraling piece of artwork, which I believe was a frieze. And it is a history of the area. The whole point of the Aster column is to commemorate Lewis and Clark's expedition to get to where they ended, which is where the mighty Columbia meets the vast Pacific, which is that point at the Aster column. Astoria is a very unique town. It almost, to me, calls back to like an Italian, what is it, Cinque Terre? I don't know if I'm saying that right. For a French accent.
I thought it was Italian.
It's Italian. Wait, is it Grecian? Where am I thinking of?
What is it called?
It's, well, okay, I think it's Cinque and then Terre, I think. I am not very well versed in this, but it's a beautiful town, very famous.
Coastal area within Liguria, the northwest of Italy. It lies in...
Nailed it.
Yeah. Good job.
So the thing about it is it's basically like a hill town, and it's got these beautiful colors of all the buildings, and it's just very unique and gorgeous. Astoria to me is kind of a little bit like that. It's all built on a hill, and all the houses, well, not all the houses, but a lot of them are like these pastel colors. So when you're driving up to it, you just see this beautiful, like, layered effect of the houses on top of each other. And especially when you're coming across, we stayed in Washington this time, and so when you're coming across actually this very long bridge right here, you can see it in the picture. Oh no, my mouse doesn't show up anymore, so I can't signal to you guys. This is the bridge that we would cross every day coming over from Washington, which is right here. So we drive around this bend and see this beautiful, this is, the ocean is out here, and then this is the Columbia River. And over here is Young's River Bay that goes out to the Columbia, and then they both go to the ocean. Anyways, so we were in Washington. We'd come around this bend, and then we'd go down this long bridge. Woo! It was a really fun drive. And when you're coming up, you see just houses on houses on houses over here, and it's really, really beautiful. It's a very small town kind of vibe in a very fun way. It's not as kitschy coastal as some of the other towns that we have on the Oregon coast. It's much more itself, I'd say. Kind of unique and a little bit hipstery now that it's a lot of breweries. It used to be a cannery town. That's where they would can a bunch of seafood stuff, basically, and a lot of fishing would come in through there. You still see these like barges out on the river that are all doing shipping stuff. So there's probably some in these pictures somewhere. Actually, I don't have any. Wow. Okay, I gotta download more pictures from my phone. So anyways, so this is a view from the Aster column overlooking this side of the waterways, and then the other side looks like this, and that's Young's River, which at one point of it there is a waterfall called the Young's River Falls, which my dad nicknamed the Bowl of Death, because there is the waterfall itself goes over the edge of these rocks, and then right next to it is this little like alcove that he once got stuck in, and so there's a whole story that he wrote about it. It was great. Anyways, it's a fun place. Just imagine my parents all running around, you know, just being kids in these like forests and areas before any of it was like paved or fancified or anything like that.
Before it was known as the Astoria column.
Apparently. And then, okay, so here's one of the docks that looks out. Okay, so to give you some context, you're looking out on the town here. There's a river walk that goes all the way down here. So if you go to the river's edge, then this is what you're met with. A ton of restaurants and places to like hang out, all on these piers, basically, built over the water. So the history of this, sorry, I didn't know I was going to give you a diatribe on Astoria today, but there were many fires in Astoria, and it's all because they were built on wood. A ton of the town was just completely burned down. I believe it was in the early 1900s. I'm not going to say exactly when. I can't remember the date, but there was a massive fire and it took out a lot of the town. And so there were just what I was taught was called pilings, which are the wood remains of these guys. Once everything was burned down, they're just poking out of the water and they're everywhere. You could probably see some back here. I don't know. But this is kind of like a structure that has nothing on it. Probably something happened to it. So this is one way. When you're looking out towards the river, you see this. And then when you're looking backwards, you see the town. And it just goes up hills. Just up and up and up. And all these are like houses back here. One of them used to be my grandparents' house. Yeah, there's the Aster column. Yeah. Exactly. So you can see the Aster column poking out there. It's a really good landmark to just tell you where you are at any given point. And then this is a beach nearby, which is, and there's James. Look at him. This is Peter Iredale, which was a shipwreck also in the early 1900s, where it's the iron hull of a ship that's been there since the 1900s, just slowly eroding on the beach. I really need to get more pictures off my phone. I'm realizing now that this is not enough. I need to show you everything. But anyways, it was a great trip. And what I wanted to work on today, don't tangent, Anna. You've already tangented enough. Tangent harder.
Just 15 minutes of tangent. It's fine.
You know,
we've got 2 hours to
I should be drawing. What's the chat talking about? I've been ranting.
Tara has joined in and says, I'm so glad I'm here for this. And everybody's welcoming Tara to the chat. And Jake says, a ship named Peter. And Rynn says, you're doing great telling us about it all, though. I love this. Thank you. Yeah, it was... I can't help but like spout off a bunch of stuff about stuff because it's just too fun. There's too many good things in the world and we should just... I don't know. Draw some of them. Yeah, draw some of them and appreciate them and love them so much. I really wanted to find this one piece that I was looking at earlier, but of course, like Pinterest reloaded for some reason and I lost it. But it was Mod, not Behance. Mod, Argentina. No. Oh. Jake says, I would listen to y'all talk about just about anything. So, let me give you a diatribe on... What do I know about? Again, with the diatribe. If you want to listen to us talk about multiple things, you could subscribe to our podcast. Every month here on Behance, we have 2 podcasts, and they're about an hour long. And for $3 a month, you get access to that. And to a secret Discord server where we talk about... the stuff we talked about on the podcast. Through the mountain. I guess this is a pretty good example of the things that I want to do. So what I want to do is abstract these landscapes to the point where we don't necessarily... Like, if you zoom in on any part of this piece, you get that these are trees in a forest, but that's because our brains are amazing at making things out of things. But really, when you zoom in on it, it's a bunch of like lines and dots and color gradation and stuff like that. So I want to do that to these. I want to make them full of texture, color, pattern. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I feel like it's always a good thing to exercise if you want to do that. If you want to abstract things, it takes practice because there are so many different things and different ways. Like, look at this. This is a desert, completely different from the trees, but you can still see like the kind of thinking behind it is similar. So that's the kind of stuff. And Pinterest, once again, is great for this because it just brings you down a rabbit hole of different things. And then if you're like, oh, I'm not feeling... Oh my gosh, this is perfect. See, look at beach, 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 beach. Really love the clouds in this one. My goodness. And you can pick and choose whatever calls to you, you know, just go down that rabbit hole, find your bliss. Duh. Jake says, the syntactics, awesome idea. And Rynn says, nom 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 nom, that painterly abstractification. Like those dunes, oh my gosh, just hair. It's good stuff.
Isabel Arsenault. I don't know exactly how to say it, but I love her work so much, and she is just amazing at this.
Is that the artist that we were looking at a couple of images ago? The tops of the tree kind of look like those bloopy bits in the top right-hand side.
Let's go back and see.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Wait, was it not? This is this name, I think, on Twitter.
Oh, interesting. They look so similar. Color palette and stylization.
It could be. It's a different medium. I think this person's just using watercolor, whereas Isabel usually uses graphite and watercolor. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways to stylize. I actually have, there's so many great beach ones. I have a whole section of my Pinterest that is just, let's see, foliage rendering.
Heck yeah.
How do you do it? Even look at this.
A million different ways.
Totally applies.
Is the rug in there as well? The foliage rug?
The moss one? I don't think so, but I love that so much. Oh my gosh, there's so many beautiful ones. Yeah, Ula is amazing at this. Oof. Oof. Anyways, so this is the kind of stuff I'm going to be keeping open on this screen. If you guys want to see any more of it, just let me know and I can drag it back down. Drag it back down.
Jake says, I have a moss rug in Animal Crossing.
Excellent. Yes. I want the moss rug in real life, okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Jake, green.
Jake, Gib. Okay, so to start, I'm going to...
Rynn says, Dutro's Trucks is a retweet channel, seeing if I could track down the origin.
A retweet channel. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, it's okay. We don't have to find every single thing, but if you find that that's like the perfect piece of artwork, then I would say do a screen cap and then do a Google image search of it, because that's usually the fastest way to find things. But I mean, that happens a lot. You can't really find the artist for everything, and if it's not important to you to find their work, like more of it, then it's okay. But
Jake says, deal. Having it in Animal Crossing is having it in real life.
I love that. Yeah, no, I totally agree. You own that. You own so many things, Jake. Your storage is full in real life. By the way, how's Animal Crossing going for everybody? You having a good time?
Alessandra says, I like your shirt, Anna. It reminds me of Christmas.
Christmas time is here. Thank you. My friend Corinne got it for me. It's pretty great. Ooh.
Cozy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm just very afraid of getting something on the white part. I'm like, red part, I could get all that spaghetti sauce on, but the white, no.
So you just wear it when... Yeah. I sometimes take off the clothes that I'm wearing that I don't want to stain while I eat and change into something else.
I agree with that.
I have a white pair of sweatpants. No. Those are just for when I'm sitting on the couch doing nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing is around me. Yeah.
Keep them safe.
Rynn says, sometimes I tunnel vision out of curiosity. Must know, or at least attempt to know.
I appreciate that completely. If you want to, you go for it.
Jake says, I'm making many edits to my island that take many days to process. Moving houses, bridges, ramps, etc.
Absolutely understand that.
Alessandra says that they posted something to the Discord in... What channel did you post to, Alessandra?
That one, that one.
Show and tell, maybe? Yeah, show and tell. It says, let me know what you think of the artwork and try to guess what medium I used.
Ooh, it looks like... Okay, let's see here. Show and tell. Cute! Chilly weather. Weather is better together. This, to me, looks like possibly pastels. And then it looks like a 3D element is on here. Like a little poof. It's adorable.
It looks like a canvas with crayon or pastel on it or something.
Ah, it's true. Yeah, it does have like a canvas kind of texture to it.
Chilly weather is better together.
And it's too true, because then you can bundle together and be warm. Also, I love the color choices you have here. It's very cute. Oh, this looks like a little cupcake on their head.
Very animals and sweaters related, like that
apparently
the stream we had
exactly. Yesterday? What day is it? What year is
Wednesday.
it? It was Animal Sweater Stream, and I think we should all take inspiration from that, obviously.
Jake says, moving my rocks also, so there are mannequins everywhere.
Oh my gosh, you're doing that, Jake.
What does that mean?
So there's a technique on Animal Crossing. Whenever you break a rock, it respawns randomly somewhere. And so to make it respawn where you want it to be, you have to take up every other plot of space. So there can't be any open ground space in exactly...
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you get it.
Don't worry.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
So does that mean, Jake, that you're trying to place them specifically or to make something out of the rocks, like a smiley face or something? How many rocks do you have on your island?
17,000!
How do you generate rocks?
No, there are only 6 rocks? 5? How many
What
are
can you
there?
make out of 6 rocks? 2
Well,
eyes.
he used to have a Stonehenge kind of area. Well, it was more like a stony area. Like all the prop stones and then the real rocks.
Yeah, that's what he says. Just a circle for my Stonehenge area.
There you go. Boom.
Cool.
Cool. Let's play with some brushes.
Alessandra says, I used neon quick dry paint sticks and markers.
What? Well, that's awesome.
I would have never guessed it. On canvas, though, right? Right?
Right?
Rynn reminds everybody, if you'd like to share your work, come hang out with us on Discord and put a link in the chat. And again, a reminder that it's also in the description under the video if you're watching in replay land.
Replay land. By the way, if you're watching in replay land, we love you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Posthumously. Wait.
Future/present you.
Future.
Alessandra says, I got the canvas part right. Yay.
Wait, what? Does that mean canvas part right? There is no right and wrong. You did it all greatly.
No, I said it was like crayon or pastel, so that's not right.
Oh, gotcha.
There are times where people are incorrect.
What? No.
Such as this one, where
I refuse to believe.
incorrect about me being correct.
Get out of here.
Mohammed says hello and good night.
Hello and
like
good night.
Good evening and good night. What was that?
If
Sign
I don't
off?
see you, good morning, good evening, and good night.
No, it was like a news anchor type of situation or a late night show, and it's like a famous quote. That's okay. I don't remember it either. Rynn says, oh gosh, Jake, I look forward to seeing that. Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Are you talking about Cronkite?
Can you say the quote?
No.
And then I'll let you know. So that didn't help.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good night?
No.
Good night.
No.
If I just keep saying it, you'll say yes eventually. I can break you. Good night. Good night.
No.
Good night. Oh. Good night.
Who did you say?
Cronkite, Walter Cronkite.
And who is that?
A very famous newscaster. Reporter.
Then maybe.
Such.
I don't know. He would say that at the end of his show?
No,
good afternoon, good
no, I
evening,
think it
and
was...
good night?
No, he wouldn't say that. I think it was something like, good night and good luck.
Yeah. So you did know this whole time, huh, you tricky little devil?
I hoard my knowledge
a jar of marinara near you.
No!
Oh, that's your punishment. No. This is going to be like this. Marinara.
No, look at the hipster drinking out of a jar. It's pink juice. It's pink fake sugar juice.
Hip.
Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Quite.
I bought a bunch of these bell jars for like food prep many years back. And yeah, they're called
ball.
Oh, they're ball. Excuse me.
Get your balls
Cursive
in
is
order.
hard. Too many balls in the air.
Balls in the air. Sorry, everyone.
And I use some of them for food storage now, like dry food stuff on the shelves, but I haven't been using them for food prep, so a lot of them have been relegated to the glass cabinet as just cups. And they're good because they've got the lids, and I don't feel as bad putting it next to my computer tower, because if it does fall over, it won't leak onto it.
Hopefully. I mean, keep your sweater closed.
Whereas just a regular glass... Rynn says, quote, I can break you, end quote. Anna to Anthony, 2021. And 2020, and 2019, 18, 17. She
16,
tries every
15,
year.
14, 15. I'm getting stressed out from the counting.
Rynn says, the proof is in the pudding.
The pud.
And Jake says, he always said, and that's the way it is.
And
that's the way it is. Isn't that a Spice Girl song?
It sounds very familiar, yeah.
Shania Twain?
Spice
What
it
is
up.
that?
Ooh, I feel like that's the way it is. Yeah. Does it work?
Man, I feel like a woman.
Does he? Oh wait, did she say, man, I feel like a woman?
Yeah.
I thought it was, ooh, I feel like a woman.
I don't know. You're a much bigger country fan than I am.
Clearly. You know me. Always twangity twang, twang.
Late night news anchors and country singers. That's Anna's forte.
Please ask me more questions.
Shania Twain, feel like a woman lyrics.
Okay, I'm going to add some more color to this. But
Let's go, girls.
Let's go, girls. Oh, let's go, girls. Sorry to anybody who knows.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Is it really?
Yeah. She does say ooh a lot, though, to give you some credit. Totally crazy. Forget I'm a lady. Man, shirt, short skirts. Oh. Really go wild. Yeah, doing it in style.
Oh my god.
What a great song.
There he go. There he go again.
Who's the bigger country fan now, huh?
I think it be you, sir.
It's my mom's fault. That's all we listened to when I was growing up, was country music and Christian music. And now look at me. Adele's new album is coming out on Friday, and Tara and I are the most excited ever. There's a couple of interviews coming out. There's one with Oprah. Apple Music did one that's an hour long. She's having like a pre-concert on Thursday evening that's streaming somewhere. Yeah.
Before the concert, I want to have a pre-concert. Like, it's not really the same.
A pre-release concert then?
Really, okay.
Because the album comes out Friday, but she's having a concert on Thursday.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Where a lot of hip and hopping people are going to be there. I saw Lizzo in the crowd. It's already been recorded.
Oh, man. See, that's what I don't want to hear.
It's pre-recorded. Pre-release, pre-album. It's pre.
Ooh, I feel like a woman.
Alessandra says, OMG, I'm excited for Adele album, Anthony. Oh, I'm so excited too. Rynn says, so I have a short story about the quote, feels like a woman song. Ooh.
Oh, give it.
Incoming.
Can't wait.
Rynn's typing it out now.
Can't
Jake
wait.
says, had my first physical therapy appointment for my finger today, and now I have many exercises to do. I need to set alarms or something to make sure I do it regularly. Ooh, awesome. Give us some tips for monkey paws.
Fingertips.
But like... That was so good.
Thank you.
Jake Green says, same Anthony, sprinkled in with Irish type music and Inya and junk. And junk. What a word to put next to Inya. Inya and junk. That's the name of her band. Because no one can hold a candle to Inya.
Phase or something.
She was actually in her family's band before she broke out and did her solo career.
If you guys have any questions about Enya or her history or her past,
ask Wikipedia. Because I read it a while ago. I don't remember much, but only that she's fluent in Gaelic. Come on.
The coolest person in the universe.
She turned down Titanic.
Who
she thought,
can say
what am I?
What? Who can say if my heart goes on?
Yeah. Celine Dion took it. It was a huge hit, and then Lord of the Rings was like the next blockbuster thing, and then Enya was like, "Oh, I'll do it."
Oh, this one I'm taking.
Jake Green says, "I don't have any tips to spare." Wink.
Not a tip to spare. Not a square to tear. Blair. Stare.
Can you spare a square?
Can't spare a square. Not a square.
Was that a Seinfeld episode?
Of course.
that actually has Megan Mullally as the person that's refusing to give the square.
No. It is the
No, it
lady...
is.
No, it's not Megan Mullally, I promise
I
you.
thought it was. You promised me.
Can't spare a square? Not a square to
You
spare.
can't. It wasn't Megan Mullally?
No, it's another actress that I know, but I can't remember her name.
What was she in?
She's got that face.
Oh, yeah, she does have one of those, I guess.
I know her face. If I could just imprint it into your mind, you'd be like,
Spare
oh, yeah,
a square sign.
Chat should know. Y'all know it.
Vic says something and then nope, scratch that, unrelated, so I guess maybe don't read it. I don't know what that means, but I want to read it.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
Laura McKinnett is her sister, isn't it? I just wanted to read it anyway. The stall.
The stall. You can do it, I promise.
The woman refuses, claiming she can't spare a square.
But
But
is
it
this
doesn't.
just a synopsis?
Episode number, season 5, episode 12, the stall Seinfeld episode. Maybe if I go in IMDb. I am DB. I always put the D and B backwards.
I am the DB. IMDb? Backwards?
Stall woman?
Can't spare a square actress. That's all I need to Google.
I don't know. Jamie Gertz?
I mean, look at the face. I don't really know her name.
From
oh my gosh.
Tornado
I was
movie?
using texture blocker, right? No. Yeah, from Tornado, right?
Twister.
I agree. Quite, yes.
Okay, cool.
Indeed.
Not Megan Mullally.
No, but
Megan Mullally was in an episode of Seinfeld's
I
at
believe
one
that.
point, though, right? Megan Mullally.
Oh, I was gonna add more.
Megan Mullally played Betsy on Seinfeld.
Betsy.
She also tested for the role of Elaine,
No
which was
way.
ultimately given to Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Megan was best known for her role on Will and Grace, where she played Karen Walker.
Indeed, she did. Also,
She was in the
Cringy.
Seinfeld episode called The Implant, which I don't remember specifically, but I must know some part of.
Oh yeah, there's got to be a quote.
Tammy in Parks and Rec. Yeah, Tammy 2.
Yeah. Indeed, indeed.
Here's Rynn's story. One of the silliest memories I have was with my hubby is him closing at Subway. The quote, "Feel Like a Woman" song starts blasting and he starts belting out the song while singing in a mop and dancing, and those moments in life, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Those moments in life are the best. That's the best you get. The end. I mean, I love that, and it's great.
Ibrahim had asked, Anna, did you share some of these photos in Discord? Would love to paint along.
You're right. I should. I shared, I think, 2 of them way back when I was doing, when I was just like telling you guys about the trip. But where should I share it? Do you think?
Show and tell.
Show and tell. All right.
Or the places you'll go, or whatever our
places
channels
in the
are
world
called.
is where I shared them originally, but I'm going to just put them in show and tell so that you guys can totally paint along. I agree. Okay, downloads.
You look so dark. Is that me? Is the light off?
Oh, I'm dark. Look at me. Whoa.
Yeah, what is that about? I feel like you're lighter usually.
Well, we had a little thing called daylight savings, and it changed everything. And then the fire.
Yeah, it's like a completely different season now. You're bundled up in a sweater. You got a blanket on. The light doesn't work anymore. It's daytime in my room all the time because
daytime all the time.
Just have a lot of lights in here. Otherwise, I'd be so sad.
No.
I like all the lights. I got a replacement for my rock light, or my salt lamp rather. And that's glowing back into perfection.
Nice. What happened to your original one? Did it salt out? It was just like...
I got assaulted. Did Jake Green says about his finger, it's all healed, just working on breaking up the scar tissue, getting sensitivity back
Scar
to the
tissue?
appropriate.
It's like scarring, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His music just emits a bunch of, or his finger
The
does.
middle
rather.
finger is a punk one.
Oh yeah, a good one, a joke. To the appropriate level, the sensitivity, and getting full mobility back.
Mobility.
Mobility.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm so glad because, yeah, your hands are very important, Jake. You gotta have those.
Specifically, Jake Green's hands.
I know, seriously. Like, I just.
It reminds me, I don't know who else read A Song of Ice and Fire, but Jon Snow had something happen to his hand, and he had to, like, do hand exercises and mobility to get the scar tissue broken up. And you're Jon Snow.
Yeah, exactly. Just be the Jon Snow that we all know you are. I think that's a great lesson, and I'm really glad that Game of Thrones was, like, on that.
Alessandra says, yeah, it gets dark at 4 p.m. where I am now.
4 p.m.?
And Jake Green says, rock light! And Rynn says, that's great to read, Jake. May the remainder of the healing process go smoothly.
Indeed. We all wish it. Let it be so.
Tyler says, I'm a reformed ska kid, so this is triggering. And Jake says, I like ska.
Ska. Yeah, we haven't judged ska. I'm just saying that you have a ska finger. I mean...
It's nothing to scoff at.
I haven't really gotten into ska very much in terms
no doubt
of, like... Well,
ska-ish.
I was gonna say... as in the genre, but all I know of what ska actually is from No Doubt, which I think is very ska mixed with other things. It's
reggae.
Like an influence,
yeah.
Rather than like a genre. So introduce me to some ska, y'all. Ska, y'all.
Rynn says, or ska band is pretty good though.
Who's or a ska band? Or a ska? Is that a name?
It's or like a rock.
Ooh, that's cool.
And then ska band, all one word.
That rocks, baby.
How does that song start? Oh, what is that? You've reminded me of something. Let's get. Who sings that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No idea what you're talking about.
Animal. Is it Animal? Is that Def Leppard?
I really don't know. I am unfamiliar. Let's get physical.
No, it's not Animal. Let's get. What is it?
I changed
Hysteria?
just to hide in this place, but I'm still an animal. Nobody knows.
Let's Get Rocked by Def Leppard. That's what it is.
Let's get rocked. Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that what it is? Did I just do the exact song?
Do you want to get rocked?
Rock!
I love Def Leppard.
I have not heard much. I'm surprised that you love them because I feel like we've listened to a lot of music together and never listened to Def Leppard.
No, this was before our time together.
Before our time.
It was a lot of big hair 80s bands and...
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself.
Not a lot of Queen.
A
lot of Def Leppard.
Time.
What else? Scorpion.
What do I know of big hair? I mean, not a lot.
Oh, Tyler knew immediately. Sorry, I just went to Google, but I should have known. The chat will tell.
Oh, the chat is Google. They know. They know all.
Thank you, chat. Rynn says, I'll have to find them and share them in music. And Jake asks, is the or in Oregon like a rock? And Rynn says, oh, Ray, Anthony. It's Japanese. Oh, Ray ska band. Sure. Never heard of them. Rynn says, oh, intriguing question, Jake. Inquiring minds would like to know the etymology of Oregon. Who knows? I didn't come up with a state name.
Yeah, it's probably named after an old white guy, honestly.
What are your states named after?
But the
Oregon etymology.
I don't think it's because of or, personally, but that's just, I don't know. I've never looked into it. I know that Portland was going to be named something like, I think, Lovegood or something like that, but there was a fight between the two old white men who wanted to name it, and Portland won out.
Oregon has Spanish origins, according to Wikipedia. So the term Orijon, it's got an accent above the O, comes from the historical chronicle Relación de la Atla y Baja California, written by Rodrigo Montezuma, a man of New Spain.
A man of New Spain.
Help?
Not me, but somebody, I'm sure. Vroom, vroom. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my smaller brush. Put in like little... No, that's too... Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops.
Jake says, my state is named after Mexico.
That is good. Yes, you know a lot about your state. Good he's a new
Alessandra
Mexico.
says,
people don't know,
yeah.
So it's like
easy. Alessandra says, my state.
It wasn't though. It's like, oh, you assumed.
Actually, Alessandra says, my state's named after an Indian tribe.
Oh, no way. Wait,
is that Massachusetts?
Massachusetts. Okay, that's awesome. Do you know anything about the tribe? I would love to know.
Rynn says, methinks etymology is almost always intriguing, though. Little facts that we may or may not remember later, but still.
Absolutely. It's worth talking about. In the off chance that you remember something.
Jake says, and my birth state is named after the color red.
Rojo? Wait.
Which state is that?
Yeah.
Red.
Oh, how
Colorado.
Colorado.
Color red.
No way. Really?
I'm assuming it's got the word color in it.
That's crazy.
You know what they say about assuming? It's fun to do.
Do it more, especially about people.
Speculate.
Wow. Don't take any of our advice, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not really advice.
I mean, you could, but don't take that advice either. Jake says, because the sands and the rivers were red with blood.
That's cool. Oh, I mean, not the blood part.
I added the blood part. Just red. Red sand.
Oh my god.
Rynn says, Jake, spreading misinformation since... Oh, wait, it's true!
I like that. Spreading misinformation. Oh, actually, that's information.
Jake says, specifically, the Colorado River. Alessandra says, the word Massachusetts is an Algonquin Indian native word that roughly translates to large hill place or at the Great Hill.
Accurate. I like that.
Is Massachusetts very hilly? I don't know much.
Apparently they've got a great hill, so learn, boy.
We've got a great hill. It's Mount Tabor, an inactive volcano.
You think Mount Tabor is our great hill? Mount Hood.
That's a mountain.
Yeah, it's a great hill. That's a mountain.
Mount Tabor is called Mount Tabor, but come on.
It ain't. Oh my gosh.
Alessandra says it is very hilly, even on driving roads. Oh. Ooh, up and down. Do you get that like pit of your stomach feeling when you're like, ooh?
I love that. I'm also kind of weird. I like what do you call it? Turbulence on planes.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
makes
other
me feel
people
like you're going somewhere.
need a Dramamine for that. Ooh, do it again.
Yeah.
Go through the lightning storm. It's an adventure.
I heard you just got a linky link thing.
You heard. It was my phone.
I heard.
Ashley was texting me. Rynn says the name Texas derives from a Caddo Indian word that means friends or allies, which was incorporated into the state motto, friendship.
Aww. I love that. It's lovely. Why do we not know about our state? Everybody else is like, here are some cool facts.
Well, because they have the power of Google, and a lot of these are in quotes, so I'm assuming it's just pulls from Google. And if not, good for you.
Wow. Just like
and if so, good for you for doing the research.
True.
And for us, we're busy.
We're busy. I'm too busy to do things.
I'm busy. I mean, I tried. I Googled. I just can't read all great. Oh, go away, Google.
You're doing everything perfectly, and there's no notes. Just done. You did it.
Thanks.
Done diddly did it.
Thanks. Rynn says, ooh, but changes that to, quote, everything's bigger in friendship, or, quote, don't mess with friendship. Jake says, the mottos Texas should adopt.
Yeah, seriously. I like them. They're much better. Much more better. Soft, small detailer. Sorry, I'm just going through Shauna's brushes and picking which one I want to use for painting various things. Kind of like this. What was the one I had before? Texture blocker. Texture. Where is it? Ba-da-da-da. I think? Painter? No. Sorry, I'm lost on my own tangent. You go ahead and talk whenever you want.
Blah, 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 blah.
Too busy to Google. Everyone. Ladies and gentlemen.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna go with this one.
The chat hasn't said anything.
Yeah, you could look up Oregon.
I did. Okay, so it's Wikipedia, so it's hard to tell because anybody could write anything in here, and there's about 17 different possible origin stories.
Hot dang.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's 9.
9 possible origin stories. Okay.
Possible origins.
Okay, tell us one.
Pick a number between 1 and 9.
2.
Okay. In 2004 article for the Oregon Historical Quarterly, Professor Thomas Love and Smithsonian linguist Ives Goddard argue that Rogers, who named Oregon, I don't know, some guy named Rogers.
I'm just not sure of anything you just said.
Well, they say Rogers, but they don't explain who he is in this paragraph, and there's some more context about who he is in the above historical usage paragraph, but never mind. Chose the word based on exposure to either the Algonquian, another time that's come up. Somebody else said that earlier. Words Warragon and Algonquian, both meaning good and beautiful river in parentheses, but in Rogers' day referring to the Ohio River. According to their theory, Rogers was inspired by a reference to a Belle Riviera, or beautiful river, which could have arguably stood for a river, the river in question, in Antoine Simon Lepage du Pratz's Histoire de la Louisiana, published in 1758. Lepage du Pratz also referred to an alleged Indian origin for this name, but did not supply an Indian word for it. Goddard and Love then surmised that Rogers substituted his bastardization of the Mohegan Pidgin word Oregon for Lepage du Pratz's translation Belle Riviera. Did you follow that?
Something about a beautiful river, and they keep calling Native Americans Indians, and I don't like that.
There you go. Wikipedia, everybody.
There you go.
Jake Green says, definitely not what I made up. They went west looking for gold, the most precious ore, and when they got to Oregon, there was no more.
I like that. Oh, make it a poem. Okay, yeah. Anthony, just make up whatever you want Oregon to be named for.
I'm just
Oregon.
I like Jake's thing.
I think, okay, let's see. Oregon.
You gotta put gone in there in relation to the ore.
Gone Girl, that's where she went. Oregon.
Yeah, so Oregon.
Everybody on TV
Was no more.
seems to say Oregon, and I'm like, we always say
Are
Oregon.
we doing it wrong?
Yes, tell us, TV. How do we say our own state?
We don't even know the origin of it, so honestly, who knows?
Oregon. We don't even know the origin.
Oregon.
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 Yeah. But honestly, yeah, there's a lot of history in Oregon that's really cool, and a lot of history that's super racist. So it's got a hit and miss. And so I say we just choose what we want the origin of the name to be. And if there was a Native American name of the place before, which I'm very confident there was, then that's where we live. Nailed it.
Big Green says, I say it like y'all do. And Tyler says, may I ask a kind of big question about illustration?
Oh my gosh, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Also, Chick Green says, just about all American history is super racist.
Yeah.
True.
Oregon's pretty bad now. But yes, I agree. By the way, I'm putting in some like shapey shapes down here. They're like way overly emphasized from this. That's kind of the point, is abstracting. So you're taking what you like of a piece and making it either louder or quieter. And I'm making this part louder because I really like it. I hope you guys can see the differences on the sand here. See that texture?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looks like snake rivulets and sandy hills in the desert. You ready for Tyler's question?
Please continue, yes.
Okay, so I was curious about how to start getting into iteration and turnarounds. I've been kind of a single piece person when it comes to art, as I have been doing merch designs for most of my career.
Okay, so the question is how to get into doing
iteration and turnarounds.
Is this a physical turnaround, as in like turning around a character, or like turnaround time for a project? Like what? I need further explanation. Do you read anything into this, Anthony?
Maybe Behance has. Well, Tyler goes on to say character turnarounds in design, I guess.
Cool. So turnarounds and iteration. I mean, it depends completely on what your goal is, where you want to be, because not everything requires turnarounds, and then some things do. If you're talking about like a character design portfolio, that's an example of one of the ones that would need turnarounds for sure. And then he was saying that mostly up till now. Sorry, can you read the last part again?
I've kind of been a single piece person when it comes to art, as I have been doing merch designs for most of my career. Gotcha.
So it's mostly like going from creating the end product to being part of a pipeline. That's what I'm getting from this, Tyler. And I'm guessing that you want to do that, that you want to be hired onto like some part of a production that would require things like turnarounds.
Yes.
Yes. What was that? Just yes?
If you're guessing, he's clarifying. Yes, you're on the right track.
Okay, so going into production mode. Yeah, I think that one of the hard things about doing that is just changing the mindset. Going from I'm creating the finished product to I am helping whoever else is going to take this and go to the next, next iteration or stage of it. And with that in mind, you can start by working with others and ask, like, what do you need from me? That is a huge step in like understanding why you're creating on a production and what is expected of you, because sometimes it's really hard to get into the mindset of other people on a production, like how you can help them. But the second you step into their shoes, you instantly understand, like, oh, I can't do this without that, or it makes it a lot easier when you lay it out like this. There are individual tips for things like turnarounds, having things like obviously overlap as much as possible. So say, let's for a second group these and turn them off. If you're doing a front view of someone and they have a nose here and eyes here and stuff like that, and then you want to make a side view, I've seen a lot of ones that like have lines that drag out and stuff like that. But I found that another easy way to do it is just to physically overlap them and then draw from there, where it's like, okay, the nose comes out here, the eye goes back about this much, but it's like this size and level and all that stuff. And then if you had it on separate layers like a smart person, I didn't, then you can drag it over and see it. Here, let's do that. Gotta complete the example. But anyways, yeah,
Tyler says, this is perfect, thank you.
Oh, good. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? I've seen something that some artists do with turnarounds, which is very cool looking. I don't know if it's an inordinate amount of extra work just for the look of coolness at the end, but if they put their turnarounds as a frame-by-frame animation into a program, you could do that with many of them. Like Fresco now has an animation feature, so you could just make each one a frame, basically, and then they play, and then if they're all different angles of a turnaround, you can see it basically turning in 3D. And that's
cool.
Right? It's super cool. And it should immediately point out if there are any flawed parts where it's like, that looks wonky, that looks off, that kind of thing.
Jake Green adds, I had to make character style sheets for every character model I made in college. Making them line up is definitely more useful than making it look quote unquote cool.
Definitely. Well, and it depends on the process that's going to happen to them. If you are making orthographics, which is the straight on flat views of something for, say, 3D modeling, then yes, it has to basically make as much sense as possible. It does not need to look like as... It's not about being necessarily completely aesthetically pleasing in every view of it. It just needs to work out in the end. And it's a lot easier for the modeler to take something and roll with it if you have solid 3D chops where it's like you understand form. And in that case, if you are doing something like that, I would highly recommend having something physically next to you that you can form into a 3D thing, even if it's just basic. Like having those little wooden maquettes are great, or having a ball of clay that you can just mash into whatever you're thinking really, really quickly, really roughly, and then you can physically turn it and be like, oh, this is how much the forms come out, that kind of thing. Yeah, but there are so many different tips to that, but I would say the biggest thing is just the mindset of like, what's the purpose of what you're making now that it's not just selling the end product, but making it a part of something bigger. Now you have a whole method of communication that comes into it and everything.
Jake says, yeah, if it's for 3D stuff, forget about perspective in the drawing. And couldn't agree more, Anna.
Good. Yeah, and talk about it with people. You're doing the perfect thing, because it's always hard to make a shift like that, especially mentally, but definitely hearing from other people who are in the industries, which, hey, we've got a bunch of them here, then you can really start to understand what you need to do, where you need to go. So you're doing the right stuff. Good job.
Speaking of mental shifts, it's Monkey Paws time.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Monkey. Paw. All right,
so Green, one last thing adds, that's why they make maquettes of 2D animated characters.
Absolutely. Oh, I love maquettes so much. If you haven't seen, it's not Milk Call, it's Kent Melton. Kent Melton is an amazing sculptor. I'm going to look him up real quick. Kent Melton.
Joy Green says he's going to participate in Monkey Paws today.
Yay! We love to see it. So Kent Melton makes a bunch of maquettes like
those are perfect.
They're perfect. No, this is the exact example of like how much how much importance it should be put on this stage, because these characters are just understood once he sculpted them. And he like basically took, have you ever seen the sketches for like Paranorman and stuff? They're crazy shapey, like off the rails. And he takes those and makes this. So it's just like...
Amazing.
Okay, so...
but don't let that comparison bias sink in. Just recognize it for being good.
He got where he is through making all sorts of stuff. So, what we're going to do right now is a thing we call Monkey Paws, which is a hand stretch. And I'm going to guide you through it. So what we do at the beginning... So we stretch out our arms straight in front of us, we put our fingers to the sky, palms away, and then we curl our fingers into what we call a monkey paw. Good job. And then we put our fingers to the ground, palms towards ourselves, and then curl them in. Ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ah.
Great job. Then we flip our palms out and fingers down, and then curl them in. Ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh,
Good job. And then fourth pose, we put our fingers to the sky, palms towards ourselves, and curl them in. Ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh,
Good job. Then we repeat these poses, holding for about a second each, around 10 times, so that we can feel a nice stretch in our wrists. And if this hurts at all, just stop immediately to ice your arms and relax. I iced my arm this morning and also my back. I hope you guys regularly ice things that hurt on your body. Icing and stretching in different times are great. Don't ice and then immediately stretch. That's how you can pull a muscle. But I would just highly recommend it, especially if you're feeling anything at all in your hands or your arms. Just let them rest, and ice will always help because it cuts down on inflammation and that allows the wounds to heal, basically. So yeah, this is just an opportunity to take care of your body and give yourself a little bit of rest. Be aware of your body in this moment and ask yourself, am I clenching my jaw? Are my shoulders up above my neck? Have I drank water in a while? And give your eyes a break from the screen. Close them for 20 seconds and just relax. And go on a journey with us deep into the Amazon jungle. You can hear monkeys and birds above you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Add to it, Anthony.
Caw, monkey noises. Ooh, I guess.
So pleasing and satisfying and like good. Yes. Monkey noises. All right, and then once we're done with our hand stretches, we just gently shake out our hands to loosen them back up, and then roll our shoulders, loosen those up, and then we like to do a few neck stretches. So for those, we put our ears as high as we can on each side, and just go back and forth, holding for a few seconds. Good job, everyone. And then back, and then Anthony's head clunks into mine.
Clunk punk.
Clunk Punk! That's our band name, called it. And then we look to the side as far as is comfortable for our neck. And then to the other side. Back again. Oh my gosh, my back just popped like 5 times.
You might need to do a sound quality check. People are saying you sound low and I sound high.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, hello, hello.
How do we
What's that sound like?
My microphone might have drifted away from me, especially while doing the stretches. Sometimes I go away from them. But I hope you heard that, because it's important to pay attention to your body and take care of it.
Well, we could definitely hear you. It's just mine seems louder for some reason.
I can turn mine up. Hello? Hello?
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello?
Hello, hello.
I had to take off the blanket. I was getting too warm. Next, you'll see no sweater. Ugh!
It's still a little low, but...
Hello? 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 I'm here. Good to see you. Oh, gosh. It's probably peaking now. Anthony? Oh, he's muted me.
I was
so
listening.
You can listen. Yeah. Great. Jake says very good.
It's fine.
Very good. Well, I'll just scream, because I can definitely do that. Most of the time I have to tell myself, don't be too loud. So, this is a nice little refresher.
So
I'm drawing and I don't have the thing. Sorry.
Sand.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we're just in the sand and sand. I don't know if I love all of it. I think that certain parts are working and certain parts aren't. So I'm just going to go through and kind of zhuzh. Also, I want to change the color of the old dirt back here. Also, this isn't necessarily going to be like perfect. I don't need it to be. It's more of a study for how to abstract, and I'm kind of figuring that out as I go. I find that a lot of abstract, quote unquote, work is very much like you have to do it to understand what you want to do.
Jake says, this is so cool.
Thank you. Just trying some stuff out. Hopefully giving you guys the idea of trying stuff out, because I would love to see your experimentative. Wow, I just made a new word. Stuff. I want to see your work when you're just doing it to do it, not necessarily for any project or whatever.
Mhm.
I also want to play with more brushes for sure. That's like one of my goals lately has just been to play with texture. Of course, I love Shauna's brushes and Kyle's. I just want to keep on. I have so many of them, you guys. There are so many brushes that I feel like you got to kind of remember sometimes. Hey,
Gotta brush up on it.
Exactly. Brush on up. Oh, Anthony, you're so clever.
Anthony Jackson in the chat saying, "Ooh, nice beach landscape."
Thank you. When was the last time you painted a beach, Anthony Jackson? I'd be curious. Well, you're more character heavy, I'd say. But still. Anybody painted a beach lately?
Not me.
I don't know if I've ever painted a beach before in a way that's like for an illustration, you know? It's never been an explicit purpose.
Jake says, "I've never painted a beach." And Rynn says, "Ooh, yes, loving the textures and experimentation. That brush feels so perfect for the sandy effects. And those ripples in the sand, so nice."
Thank you. I'm thinking... Whoa. Opposite. I might want to lighten this area. It's the only one that's really bugging me. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just erase out what I painted on this layer, and then I'll go into the soft light layer and lighten it up. Beep. Whew. So, Anthony, if you were to paint something like that was a landscape, what would you go for, do you think?
Beach is a really good candidate, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
Foresty scenes.
Mm-hmm. I think foresty is much more forgiving because it just kind of, I guess there's obviously a simplicity to beaches. Like it's a giant chunk. Like there are 4 main chunks on this piece. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not like a crazy complex thing, but I do think that if we got too carried away and put too much contrast on the beach, that it would get lost. What it is even. Whereas in forests, I feel like you could really go ham and it would still look like a forest for the most part.
I don't think you have music playing today.
Oh, it's because Spotify wanted to play an ad, which thankfully is not hearable, but it stops the music. So the music should be back now. La 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 la. Toasty. Don't know why.
Cool.
Is anybody painting along also? I'd love to see what you paint if you do.
Anthony Jackson says, "I haven't painted a beach, but I've gone to the beach." And Alessandra says, "I've painted beaches, but mostly traditional.
Ooh.
And the sand is similar to a beach I went to in Costa Rica."
Ooh, love that. Costa Rican beaches. Yeah. The sand here was very wet, which is just because it had just rained, but it gives it a very unique quality. It's not as much that you sink into the sand, you're just like walking on top of it, which is kind of nice. I like it.
Rynn's asking, "How are storms on the Oregon coast? Are bad storms from the Pacific a thing? I mostly hear about Gulf and Atlantic storms and hurricanes. I feel silly with this question, but..."
No. It's not silly at all. How would you know until you've been there? And during a storm. I hope not. But yeah, it's true. I've never been to the East Coast during a storm, so I really don't know what they're like. But I've seen like, oh, this is a hurricane that toppled a town or a city or something, which is definitely not like what we experience. Don't you think?
There was one instance of a tornado going through a coastal town. And yeah, recently we had a bomb cyclone.
But it didn't knock stuff.
It's more extreme weather now for who knows why.
But it's not like, oh my gosh, 30 people were swept away in the wind. You know what I mean?
There are tidal shifts that they say don't go near the water because there's something called like a king tide coming in. Which I guess surfers like because it creates bigger waves, but You don't see a lot of surfers on the Oregon coast, honestly. It's not the same as it is in California, even though it's a West Coast beach. It's very different feeling.
It is, but then again, I know of family members who go out and surf on the Oregon coast. So, like,
You don't see a lot, but they
yeah,
exist. But it's not like California.
Where it's like a surfer culture, brah.
Yeah. Where you see them every single time you go out to the beach. I see maybe a couple sometimes.
Yeah. We see some, like, hang gliders pretty often. Where they go over the dunes. Like, there'll just be somebody out here being like, wee, you know? I've seen that pretty often.
Those paragliders? Hang gliders? What's the difference?
Sure. I don't know.
Is one pulled from a boat?
These ones are just over the dunes from wind alone. That's all I know.
That's all you know. That's the only thing you got in there. Jake Green says, weather in the northern hemisphere always flows from east to west, I think.
So we get the tail end?
I don't understand that. We've definitely had systems of weather come from west traveling east, because there's been like clouds in the beach towns that you see on a radar map that are moving inward. But I don't know how weather works.
None of us know anything about weather, so the weather.
Jake says, "Well, it spirals as it goes." I don't know.
Well, it spirals. We literally know nothing, so whatever you're saying, sure. That's all I can say. I'm gonna work on the waves a little bit, and then I think we can go to the next painting, because this is, I mean, this is great for stuff, but like I'm not making it for an illustration. There's no story behind this necessarily, so I like things that aren't story based to be a little quicker usually, so that we can get some good learning in, you know? Once you get the learning's done, then you gotta skedaddle.
Rynn says, good to know and very interesting. I'll definitely try to look into this more when I have the time. It's one of those things that I haven't really thought about. Definitely curious now.
Definitely. Also, come visit the West Coast sometime. It's great. I'd say, by and large, you're not going to have a major storm when you're here. Like, it's not common. It's just, I mean, even the storm that, I hesitate to call it a storm. It was more like some wind gusts and such that happened when we were in Astoria. It's like you don't want to be outside, but you want to be inside, because then it's like the nice, like, listening to the wind and the rain rattle a little bit, and then it sweeps away in like an hour or something.
We did have something recently where they were saying that mudslides might be a problem in several areas because of the amount of rain we were getting.
Oh, wow. I didn't know about that.
And how much it saturates the ground and then just is a recipe for mudslides.
Definitely. That is much more of a risk, because I think that a lot of the buildings have been put on places that aren't building friendly. Like, the planning is not the best.
Anthony Jackson asks, if this was story-based, what would the story be about?
The raging seas. No, it would probably be some kind of, I'd like to believe, a slice of life story. And they go to the beach to find some sort of relic from the past. It's buried beneath the sands. And then one of them has the power to, like, lift it. There, that's the story.
And I'm sticking to it. Rynn says, I was visiting family in Florida back in 2003 or so, and we went to the beach when there was a hurricane, far enough that it was not dangerous where we were, but the wind was intense where we were, sand whipped by big gusts.
Wow. Sand whipped. Rose.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling when sand just blows right into your face. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
Just keeps going. It's true.
Staying hydrated over there?
Ish. I have very little water left, so I want to save it for when I really need it.
When you're choking.
Yeah. That's how I do. I actually like this accidental little, like, it's actually a see-through part of the painting, and it's seeing the edge of the picture behind it. It's got this little bit of darkness that feels like a reflection in the wave. Happy accidents, you know?
Alessandra says, I lived near a beach in my country, Cape Verde. I definitely miss it, and this artwork is bringing good memories, Anna.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And Charmaine says, maybe a story about how they found a message in a bottle, ancient spells or runes in a bottle.
Do you know? Well, okay, so Peter Iredale, that shipwreck beach, is actually where James proposed to me. And how he did it was his cohort, Anthony, my sister, her boyfriend, were my parents involved?
Who knows?
Who all was involved? Anyways, we were taking a family vacation out at the coast, and then James, without my knowledge, hid a message in a bottle, a fancy bottle that he actually got from a bartender that was from like the 1920s. It's up on the shelf right there. And he put it in the shipwreck, which is what I was telling you about earlier, Peter Iredale. And as we were walking up to it on the beach, he was like, oh, what's that? And I was like, oh my gosh, a message in a bottle. I've told you how many times I wanted like to see this and have it happen. There were kids around it, and they were like, what's that? And then James was like, oh, we should go get it. And I was like, no, let the kids get it. That's like a dream come true. It'll make their childhood. And he's like, no, we should get it. And so we go up and get the bottle from the children, pry it from their hands, and then I open it. I open it, kind of realizing what's happening, and a little cryy, and then I open it, the message, and it says, will you marry me? And I cry, and it was very cute. But speaking of message in a bottle, hey, it's true. There's a message in a bottle on this beach, and it says, will you marry me? Will you marry the sea? Tell me.
Will you marry sea? Rynn says, ooh, Charmaine has the ideas, maybe going from the mundane feeling of everyday life to magical vibes, back to finding the magical in the mundane. Exactly. Magical realism. And Jake says, that's so freaking magical, James. Is a keeper. And Tara says, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, so romantic. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Drink your water. This is the moment.
This is just how I laugh now. Okay, which picture next, do you think?
The sunsetty cloud
right here?
At the pier, yeah.
Beep. Here. There we go.
Ooh, or that forest with the Youngs River. It's looking pretty cool. I'm between those two.
Okay, so Anthony says the center too.
Oh my goodness. No!
What?
No!
What?
YouTube! Get out of here!
What's happening? Oh gosh.
Report. Get out. Go away. Put user in timeout.
Oh my god. How do I do that? Put user in timeout. I love that.
This is bad.
Someone was spamming the YouTube chat. It's all good. We're good. Oh my gosh. Center 2, definitely the colors in that sky though. Okay. Let's do, no, I don't want to live stream. There we go. Let's do this one because I want to get some building work in. I think that's a really fun opportunity to chunkify some stuff, make them abstract shapes happen. Are you okay, Anthony? Does that stress you out?
There's a lot. God. She's coming in hot.
Oh my gosh, I love your communication in that moment. You're just like, no, God, stop. Oh man. That's why I'm so thankful for y'all mods everywhere. You're amazing. And also the chat, there's never been anything like that on Behance. Good job, Behance.
Yeah, thanks. Well, maybe not never.
I mean, not like that.
No, not like that.
Not like this. Not like this. Okay, so we've got this outrageous sky. One of the first things that I look at for a picture to image, illustration, whatever you call it, composition. Composition's the first thing. So what I want to pay attention to is the line right here, the horizon line, so that I can have an unequal amount of water to sky. They're pretty equal right now, and that's a but. So what we're going to do is either cut off some of the water or cut off some of the sky. I'm thinking since you guys like the sky so much, I'll cut off a little bit of the bottom here. So it'll just be like this much. Okay? Sound good? Zangief?
Zangief.
Just because you're a bad guy does not make you a bad guy.
I love Zangief. So hot. So humble.
Hot and humble. That's Anthony's type. Get on it. Also
Tyler
wearing a
Fetz-
Speedo at all times.
Tyler says, chunkify is what I call lunch. And Jake Green says, I did finally go to a beach when I was in Oregon / Washington in 2019.
2019?
And he didn't even bother to say hello.
I mean, he's a busy guy. It's fine.
Jake Green says, I also like Zangief.
Zangief likes you. Zangief.
I like his chest hair and his calf hair coming out of his boots.
Exactly. Calf
He's
hair,
hairy
question
in
mark?
good places.
Okay. Well, good job.
How many characters have you seen with that amount of calf hair just coming out of the top?
I mean, I am part of the
Shin
hairy
hair.
cash
Shin
society, so I get to see it quite a lot.
Shins.
Shins. Actually, my shins are pretty hairy. I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, wow, I haven't been this hairy for a while.
Does not mean you are a bad guy.
I never thought it did.
Ooh.
It happens in winter. You get woolly. It helps keep you warm, so it's good. I'm gonna ignore cars. I'm not a big car fan.
Okay. Ibram has to go. See you later.
Have a great night. Have a great week. We will see you next week on Monday, hopefully. And I hope that you have just a wonderful weekend and all that jazz.
It's only Wednesday.
I know, but
Rynn says, I saw Zeitgeist used in a movie recently. Oh no, but I cannot remember what we were watching when I saw it.
How perfect.
Well then.
I think I made this a little too staunchy.
Staunchy.
The iconic bridge.
Ibrahim says, I'll share my paint along later.
Yay!
Thank you.
We love to hear it. Thank you so much.
Jake says, but we won't see you until next week after today.
See you.
We're depriving the people of what they want.
Give the people what they want. Constant. We live here now. We don't get to take breaks. Get out of here.
You have to subscribe to the Patreon and the podcast. We're going to be here every day.
We don't leave here anymore.
If you pay us enough, we could stay here forever. This could be our job. How cool would that be? Problem solved.
I don't think I could do this for very long. I know that you like reading the chat.
You can host. I'll draw.
We'll just switch off. Out. Like Anthony's drawing time, Anna's drawing time. Okay? Yeah. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Hey,
wow. Anthony, just start streaming more. All the things.
No, it's not the streaming that's the problem. It's the generating an income is the problem.
Yeah, I'm saying the stream happens and income follows, right? Right? That's what the world has told me. Streamers make money.
Yeah, well, maybe that could be one of the topics of our podcast of how has it been going for you so far?
Streaming and subscriptions.
My glasses are dingy.
Dingy?
Yeah. I got a drop of concoction on it. That's what I'll call it.
Oh, the pink stuff. Yeah.
What? What was that aggressive umming?
Just you saying concoction sounded very weird to me.
Why?
But I understand now. I get it.
In what way? What kind of weird?
All the ways that you can imagine.
Oh, there's plenty. I still have Zangief pulled up on this other side of the
screen. Is he your background?
Could be. I wonder if that artist did it. Zangief.
Oh, you know they did.
How do you search Twitter?
Oh my gosh, there's a search bar, top right. What the heck?
No, like a specific user's profile. If they had tagged their artwork with Zangief, can you search? These are like cloudy as all get out. No more glasses.
Jake says, now I'm merging Zeitgeist and Zangief the weirdest way. In all the ways. The weirdest way. Wink.
Wink, wink. Rynn says, Anthony said this to the sound of Charlie bit me. Oh my gosh.
True. Charlie bit me. Ow, that really hurt. Wait, Charlie bit my finger? Yeah, it was Charlie bit my finger. I cannot believe you've done this.
That is different.
Yeah, but I melded them just like Zangief and Zeitgeist. Zangief is the Zeitgeist.
Zengeist.
Zangeist. He's my kind of Zan guy. You
Zetgeef.
get it? You get it? You get it? You get it?
I got it.
Okay, so who you have the most crush on from Wreck-It Ralph?
Wreck-It Ralph
Decides a lot about who you are as a human being.
It does?
Yes.
What's been decided for me? There's so much content to scroll through. Oh, this cosplayer being Zangief. Hello.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
So many cosplayers, so many Zangief.
So little time.
So much Zangief in the zeitgeist.
Zangief in the Zeitgeist. Zangief in the Zeitgeist.
Is this ska?
Shine bright like a diamond.
Ska?
We're memeing
Jake
it
says
up.
you can search
I love
word
it.
user,
I'm so proud of us.
I
Say
don't know
again.
what that means. You can search word user, I think. In relation
like
to Twitter.
Zangief and then the user's name.
Hold on. Let me go to Twitter, opening my
gosh.
social network.
This is what we do here. We
Going
look up
to
inappropriate
the artist in question.
NSFW Zangief.
Well,
We're not
you
going to
can't see
show
my
it.
screen.
Just by the
No.
way, if you need to get to this source,
Too spicy.
then you gotta go through the. I don't know. Message Anthony. He'll have
Wait.
it soon.
Jake, tell me exactly what to type into the Twitter search.
Zangief. Name of
Word
artist.
space user.
Jake,
Okay.
thank you so much. He's like on it. It was already there.
Zangief space.
Oh, Rynn didn't know who Zangief is. Oh my gosh. I understand. It's very like niche, I would say.
You have to keep the user's name switched together. Is that how they are anyway? You spell Zangief? It's only been mentioned 10 times. I think I spelled it right. I before E. Ugh.
Oh, good Zangief.
I want to see Zangief in the style of Charlie Brown. That'd be so cute.
I really want to draw that now.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
idea.
my gosh. Also,
He's trying to
Anthony
cook the
Jackson's-
football, but who's taking it from him? What's Zangief from? Is that Street Fighter? Maybe Chun-Li is taking the football from him.
She's holding
Zangief's
it.
little
She's, like,
Speedo
wrapping
is
up.
Charlie Brown stripe.
What?
It's the only thing he's wearing.
No, okay, no. No.
Yeah, he's wearing boots
His
and
hair
that little.
is stylized, like his calf hair is stylized like Charlie Brown's, where it's like a curl.
But they're so thin and wispy, Charlie Brown's hair.
I don't know.
Zangief's all about that thick fur. Can't take that
thick
away.
fur.
Thick. The iconic thing about Charlie Brown is his shirt. What's
Jake's just like, yes, wow, yes. Just, yes.
Okay, I'm trying a space. Wait,
Oh
top people
my gosh.
photos? No, maybe I'll just search the artist to make sure I'm spelling it right. Oh, there's an underscore.
Hey,
Hints.
Jake says it needs to happen. I'm guessing this Charlie Brown Zangief. So I pose it to Jake. Make this happen. I believe in you, sir. You can do this.
He's busy.
Yeah, as if. No, this is the most important thing he's doing right now.
Tyler says, wait, can you post peanut Zangief or is it too spicy? It's only our mind child right now. It does not exist.
But if we made it, could we post it, or is it a spicy? I think it would be criminal in my mind to make a peanut style spicy, but that's just me. I'm not into that. But hey, if you are, please go for it. Make that exist.
I'm not finding it,
Oh,
so I
so
don't think it
sad.
exists. Maybe I'll just message and just say Zangief in my DM. Do you think they'll get the hint?
That's the best way to sneak into somebody's DMs. Zangief.
So Zangief?
No, it's just a picture of Zangief just being there.
Oh, okay.
Does not mean I'm bad guy.
Do that exact one. I say, Zangief, you are bad guy, but you are not bad guy. I'm sending that right now.
Live your dreams, everybody.
It's the only thing I'm sending this person.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think out of like over 100,000 followers, they'll be like, oh yeah, okay.
Anthony, imagine you had 100,000 followers and one of them messaged you that.
I'd be like, I'd probably just send a winky face back. I get it. I understand.
Oh my gosh.
Or I message back and be like, yeah, but what if Charlie Brown crossover?
Tyler says we need an NSFW password protected Discord channel because I want to see spicy Hades.
We have one. We tested it out. We decided against it.
No, we still have it.
Sorry.
It's just for the mods.
Yeah, it's just for the mods. For a fun little Easter egg, it's called Oops All Butts.
Oh my gosh.
Who named it that? I think it was Kendall.
Rynn. I
Rynn
think,
did?
yeah, I think Rynn. It was all Rynn's idea.
Genius.
I put all blame on Rynn.
Mm-hmm. The NSFW of us all. Rynn.
Compared to you, Anthony.
Oh, definitely not in real life.
IRL? Whose background was it?
It still is.
Also,
but I wanted to be Zangief.
When Tyler said that, I immediately thought Hades from Hercules. And I was like, oh my god.
That would be a choice.
Game, set, match.
I'm not yucking your yum, but Hades from Hades is a lot more, in my opinion.
A lot more. Just
Steady material.
To each their own, though, truly. Wow.
Huggy Wuggy Secrets and Other Stuff says hello.
Hello. What's up, Huggy Wuggy? You having a good night?
Jake Green, we've actually talked about that. It's so funny you mention it.
What?
He said submits mod application. We talked about whether we wanted to as a mod or not. And we do, but we felt like you would just have so much already going on.
No, I literally only had a conversation with Anthony where I'm like, Jake is consistently here. We should maybe consider, like, obviously I trust you, Jake.
That's what I'm saying.
But then Anthony was like, but he's so busy in life. And then I was like, I'll bring it up with the mods and we'll talk about it and see if we could just, like, you know, we could just give him access to all the mod stuff, but not put the pressure on of, like, you
don't have to contribute at all, but we would love your opinion whenever you're willing to share it.
Or, you know, if you just want access to the Oops All Butts.
Oh my goodness gracious. No. It's buried. It's not for people to see.
Get it buried. No, it's for everyone to see eventually. When we close down the Discord eventually, we'll just be like, Oops All Butts for a week and then goodbye.
Goodbye. Now it can burn in the spicy Hades content.
Oh my gosh.
And it's too spicy. Jake says, that sounds fabulous. Okay, you're a mod now.
I wanted to pose it to the other mods, but now Anthony has, like, you know, made it public. I see how it is. Oh. No, I'm sure everybody doesn't have a problem with it, but I like to make decisions together with the group. That is what we do as...
My vote has been cast.
Hosts and mods. Hosts and mods. Just a little host and mods.
2 out of 5, so we're on our merry way.
Oh, is Rynn judging?
You said you wanted it before I did, so
absolutely.
That's you and me on board. You'd have to ask Joe, Rynn. Rynn says 3 out of 5. That's majority.
That's happening.
Initiated. And then said, I don't know. I jest.
Oh my gosh.
Huggy says 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Oh my gosh. Huggy is in it. In it to win it. Oh,
our other mods are not here with us currently today. They have other things to attend.
We'll talk.
So we'll ask them at a later time.
Jake, you're in. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Give him the little shield thingy.
Oh, should I add him right now? Okay.
Yeah, just to see what it looks like. Ooh.
Oh, I forgot I have to... Man, I cannot tell you how much I love... Oh, there are multiple Jake Greens. One in New Zealand.
This is Jake Green, parentheses, he/him, parentheses.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the picture of him in the little bubble. Do you see that?
/him.
It's like...
Oh, no, I know.
That one.
Ah, it did work. Okay. Boom. All right, Jake, type something.
Mod power, mod power, mod power. Power rush. I have the power!
Jake
I wonder what it will say. No pressure. Oh, yeah, you might have to refresh.
Your first.
Your first post. What will it be?
Oh my gosh. And
then screenshot it.
I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay. I'm trying to paint. It's very distracting when all this is happening, but I still love it, so it's all good.
I'm ready to screenshot it.
Oh my gosh, the pressure.
Oh wait, I wasn't ready.
Okay, so
he's gone. He left.
Yeah, he left us. He was just like, "Oh, sorry, like, gotta go. Life calls."
I've reached peak status. I'm gone now.
I mean, honestly, that's what I would do. Just be like, "I did it. It's over. Goodbye." Okay, there we go. Oh, it doesn't really actually reach out. Okay.
Oh, huh. He posted it and he's not got a shield.
The heck?
The heck? Who did you accidentally mod power?
No, he's in there. I could screenshot it and I'll show you. Screenshot back. Clap back.
Jay Green says, is it actually hashtag oops all butts? Well, you're not a mod on the Discord yet. We're just talking about Behance.
He's looking for that. I see.
Sorry, you don't get to see that spicy content yet. That's an after the stream thing because it
he
takes
was
Anna
like,
power.
I want to see it. I can add him as a mod right now.
Do you want to? Tyler says, I did a landscape painting the other day and it was so much fun. To be honest, I need to do them more.
How do I do that? Oh yeah, I have to go.
Was it plein air out in the freezing colds?
Yes.
Jake says, hey, the refresh worked.
Where? Oh, did he? Is he? Does he have
I don't
the
know.
thing?
I don't see a shield next to him, but...
What the heck? What the heck?
If you could see
Jake,
it.
where did you post last? Oh my gosh, I have to find your name. On the Discord. Sorry. Jake. Wait, his name on here is what? I lost all
I think
semblance
it's Jake.
of what. Oh, it is. It is. Okay, boom.
Just Jake.
Just Jake. All right, adding to...
Mod.
Boom,
mod.
it happened. It happened. Okay, I'm done. I'm out for... I'm not messing with Discord stuff anymore. Okay. Painting. Beaches. Excuse you.
It sounded funny. We have about 20 minutes left in today's stream.
Whoa, the way you said that was so official. In today's stream.
Today's stream, 20 minutes remain.
Of the first day. Excellent.
Second, actually. Second stream of the week.
I know, but it's a thing from Legend of Zelda. You get it?
From Majora's Mask.
Yas, queen.
Yas! What's this yassification I've been seeing on Twitter? Do you know?
I don't know, but my favorite is Rockefeller's graduation painting and Leyendeckers. Amazing.
Yeah. I saw that a couple months back. But it fits pretty well. Leyendeckers is very much like like graduate vibes. Very yas.
I love it so much.
Norman's just like a nerd. Like
I'm a little dark, and then I need to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Leyendecker, wow, goals.
Oh my gosh, I just closed Behance. What happened? How did that happen so quickly? Did I just... No, I actually closed it. I hope we're still live.
Yeah, we're still live.
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see? I have it open. We are.
You can see us live right now? Okay, good.
Yeah,
it's still
and
going.
you saying all of the words that you're saying.
Wow, I could just close it and it wouldn't even matter. That's crazy. Okay, I was on Twitter.
It's through OBS, not through the browser.
Well, it connects to the browser. Yes, through OBS, but anyways.
Anyways.
David posted it. David, just a little Tulaski, who is an amazing artist. I'll show you. David's work is awesome. Lately, he's been focusing on pinups of Marvel characters and doing covers for comics, which is awesome. David is amazing. I have this painting on my wall. Wow, so pretty.
Wow.
Bulbasaur. Anyways, go follow David Tulaski at David Tulaski. Boom. Okay, so what was it? This one.
There it is.
Yassification meme, but it's Rockwell and Leyendecker graduation painting. Rockwell, Leyendecker.
My gosh. There's
I love
so
it.
much energy.
I mean, this is adorable and cute, but then you go to this one and you're just like, oh, you graduated. You're on top of the world, eh? Oh my gosh.
Been that way for a while now.
Oh, look at this. Somebody was like, the sexy Satan statue. Sexy Satan statue. Wow, how do you say that? How is that possible?
Sexy Satan statue.
Anyways, yeah, this is a great post. 10 out of 10. They're good posts. Brant.
No one knows.
Memes. Just a little memes. Okay, I need to add some worms in here because it's like breaking my brain how little of them there are. And then
Jake Green says, I am very lucky. Thank you. Awesome.
Awesome. Wow. You are very, very, very welcome because, you know, you're a consistent, awesome person in our lives, and that makes you a mod. As all the other mods can tell you.
Kara in the chat, I think is how you pronounce
Kara!
it. This is already lovely. Just got here and now I want to do a landscape halo.
Do it! I shared the pictures that I'm using for today's studies, which are taken from a vacation that I took on the Oregon coast. So if you would like to paint along or just use them for your reference or just keep them as pretty pictures, whatever you want, they are on the Discord, the Show and Tell channel. There you go. Boom. Darker than the sky. All about them values.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going more purple than blue, which is fine. I don't really care about getting exact colors, but I do want juicy colors. I want it to feel good. And also, I want the values to work. I definitely need to work on values more. So, Anthony, whenever I'm like, I don't know what to draw for today's stream, you should be like, maybe work on some values. Come up with a study somehow. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. We probably won't get to a ton of abstraction of this just because we have 15 minutes left, but I'll at least get some stuff in. We'll see. Beep, bop. Darker, more blue. Also, one of the things that I find myself doing the most is when you put a color down on a canvas that you're working on, it's completely different than in the color picker. I've just noticed that lately, that like when I'm picking in here and then I put it on the canvas, it's just like way different than what I thought it would be. So just a reminder, if you need to pick a color, put it against other colors that you're working with. It's always in conjunction with each other. Okay, and then the last dark thing is just going to be this guy, and I'll just use the same color. Oops. Beep, 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 bop, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. And then... just a little bit of bop, bop, bop. Oh my gosh. Who is... Oh, it was Studson Studios we've been watching some of, and he's just obsessed with Jurassic Park, and I love it. Every single time I'm like, oh, Anthony.
He was more obsessed than I was. He made the whole movie from start to finish as a child.
Insane, right? Amazing.
What?
Oh, if you haven't seen Studson Studios on YouTube, go check them out. Definitely worth it. And then what was the other thing? Oh, I just watched Drew Gooden's video on Lost, and it makes me really want to rewatch the series. You should watch that one. I think you'd like it. Did you
Doesn't
ever
it
watch
kind
Lost?
of like falter in the later seasons?
What? Lost?
People weren't like super satisfied with the conclusion. It was
talks
such a
about
huge. I never watched it when it was airing. I just remember people's reactions of like, what?
All right, now you have to watch the video because that's exactly his thing. Is like, I remember people's reactions and then I rewatched it for myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anna, have you seen any yokai watch? The way you were saying made me think of this mucus themed yokai that said, "That's not it."
Who says this? This
Yokai watch yokai. Oh yeah, Rynn says it about yokai watch. I thought you were asking who in yokai says that's not it.
That's not it. I think that might be my spirit yokai or something, because I feel like I've said a lot of snot things in my life. I was kind of known in my family for this one freak out when I was a kid. I was playing soccer, probably in like kindergarten or something. I was very young, so forgive me for this. But there was a team that kept on scoring on us, and I was so upset by this that I walked off the field mid-game, and I went crying to my parents, who happened to be filming at the time with their little camcorder. So we have a video of the grass as my parents are trying to comfort me as I just scream and cry and say, "It's not fair. They keep on scoring." And then another parent in the crowd started laughing. I don't know if it was at me or something else. And then I said, "It's not funny." Very
It's
much
hilarious.
It was, Anna. It was funny.
Oh, you.
I know. I was not ready for life yet as a child. Imagine that.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that was one of the iconic lines that my family is very into quoting, if you can't tell. And so it's not fair, it's not funny, always come up. And I'm also a phlegmy person, so I need to apparently watch Yokai Watch.
It's all phlegm and games when it comes to Anna and soccer. Oh god. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that
No,
to
you
you.
did it great. It was good service. Oh my gosh.
Jake says, "Okay, I got distracted ordering dinner. What did you order for dinner?" And then goes on to say, "But this painting is already looking so freaking great."
Oh,
and then Jake
thank you.
said, "Pizza tonight." Like, he knew what I was
Pizza
asking so
tonight.
immediately. Amazing.
He can read your mind. That's what we look for in mods.
Uh-oh. Get out of there.
Oh, no.
You'll get
It's
lost.
Just constant fan art. NSFW.
Ooh. Anthony Jackson asks, "Do you remember any cringy moments as a kid?"
No. I was never cringe.
Rynn asks, or says rather, Anna's favorite Pokemon, Lugia.
I like to hawk it. Oh gosh, I hate this, but yes.
Jake says, "Yep, psychic powers." Why don't I see the shield next to him? Is it because I haven't refreshed? Refresh.
I see the shield. I accidentally closed the window, so
Ah,
yeah, I guess
there you go.
refresh works.
Yeah. Refresh. It's there now.
Lugia, actually, I for some reason had something against that movie. I think because back then I was like, Mewtwo is better than any other movie that they can come up with. Again, I don't know.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, I love that movie, but it's
That's the one I
unfair
go
to
back
like
to.
just immediately be like, there can't be other Pokemon movie because they already did one. Like, that's dumb.
Well, yeah, no. That is dumb.
Uh,
I did watch a lot of them. I feel like I got up to like 10.
I know
Pokemon
you
movies.
actually, when we were a bit older, probably high school, you were the one who got me back into them by showing me.
We gotta
that was
watch it. It's
Shaman?
tradition.
I think the one with the little
The
hedgehog
little
that's
hedgehog,
like.
yeah.
And then we watched the Secret of Mana, right? And there was
We
the
laughed
ending.
at it. There was the ending.
There was.
Lucario and the Mystery of Mew I remember fondly, so I wonder if that was a good one. That was a good one, I think. It had Lucario and Mew.
I mean, anything with Mew, I'm in, because little bubble cat.
I love it. Yeah, so cute.
Oh, so good.
Jake Green says, I will carry the shield with honor and integrity.
Not one of us, no.
Rynn says, just
No,
watches as Jake's mod shield suddenly falls to the ground and cracks in two.
Oh my god! This is dramatic. What's happening?
Jake says, oh dear, lol.
Oh dear. What's going to happen?
What kind of pizza?
The important questions. Okay, we need answers. This is very good. What kind of pizza would you get?
Bellagio's, if I had to choose.
Whoa, that's
yum.
Brand. What kind of pizza? Like, what would you get on it?
Veggie Delight.
I do love is it the Veggie Delight that has like the tomatoes, artichoke hearts, mushrooms, garlic?
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That's Bellagio's.
Yum. Besides my own pizza, that's my number one pizza from like a place. Other than my dad's.
Wow,
also.
how narcissistic.
I'm sorry, but I make bomb pizza.
Nepotistic. Mine and my dad's the best, and then Bellagio's.
Yeah, I stand by that.
I'm just saying it is narcissistic.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Nepotistic.
I'm fine with
I'm just saying. Just saying.
that.
Jake Green says there's a couple, but spinach and feta is the one I'm looking forward to.
Yum. Love spinach and feta. No, feta is better.
Anthony Jackson says mod pizza for the mods.
It's true. Oh my gosh. Would love to get the mods together and get them some pizza.
Jake Green says we only have a Domino's within 50 miles, so Domino's.
There you go.
Do you have a Costco nearby? Costco has a pretty good deal on pizza, and you could always zhuzh that up with your own toppings.
That's what we did last time Anthony was here.
No.
Oh. What?
Okay.
I'm confused and a little scared. And also hungry.
He does not have a Costco nearby.
Oh, okay. Just no Costco.
I understood immediately.
I thought you just said no to me. Like, that's what we got last time. And then you were like, no.
No. Gaslight.
You don't have to put out the gaslight.
Jake Green says, I guess that's not true. There's a Papa Murphy's in town, but they're
bake.
Closed.
Yeah, we
they're
used
closed,
to do Papa Murphy's.
Closed or closed for the evening?
Closed or closed. Or just
seems
like
so
closed.
early. It's 6:55 where you're at. Is that right?
No, I believe at Mountain Time or at Daylight Savings Time is weird in a few states, and New Mexico might be one of them.
I know that Arizona that didn't have
Arizona.
Daylight Savings Time.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Arizona.
Jake, tell us about your time.
Flip flops. What time?
It's almost 7 at Jake's house.
Yeah, that's dinner time. They should be open.
It's dinner time. Jake says the nearest Costco is also 50 miles away.
50?
Everything closes early here. Small town.
That's true.
Anthony Jackson says, I'm
too.
a thin crust kind of person. Is it? Were you running into that situation when you were trying to get din?
Yeah, a few times we got up close to it, and then other things I think were affected by COVID, where it's just like they close earlier because they can't stay open as long.
Right.
Custard King was one of those. I got a bomb veggie burger there. It was so good. And then we got dipped cones. And then I was like, okay, so tomorrow I'm going to get you a burger from there for lunch because you have to have them. I gave him a bite of mine, so at least he got that. But then we went back the next day, and they weren't open till Thursday. And it was like Tuesday. And we were leaving on Wednesday. So.
Oh, so many days.
I know. Sorry, throwing them out.
Pretty
there.
Good, though, right? Custard King. I felt
So
like we slept
good.
on that.
It's definitely changed. Okay, it definitely changed. Because as a kid, I remember it being vastly different in quality and what they offered. I remember curly fries for some reason. And now it's like
fries.
the best tots I have ever had. Super duper crispy. And then inside they're just like fluff. And
it's poppin'. That place was
so
great.
Good. The dip cones.
Dip cones.
The best
and the
ice
pigeons.
cream. The best dip. The veggie burger. I could go on. Oh my gosh.
Probably could. There's a list of things you could.
I want it.
Jake Green says, yeah, I've been going to bed earlier than usual. That's so funny that you say that. I went to bed at 8:30 last night.
Went to bed past midnight last night.
Then I got up and then went back to bed at 2.
Aw, that's unfortunate. Wait, when did you get up?
1.
1 to 2. Okay, so you lost an hour in the middle. Probably messed up the RAM. But, you know, you still got to bed at 8:30. I'd say that's a win.
I wasn't trying to. I was just exhausted. I usually go to bed at 10:30.
Listen to your body.
Listen to your body.
You will.
We're being simulcasted. Enjoy us for 3 whole minutes.
Ha ha ha! Hello, welcome. I just blanked out.
The Custard King.
I'm the Custard King. I'm the Custard King. No, I am an illustrator, and I'm making paintings abstracted, hopefully. I mean, this one, not so much right now. But of pictures from Astoria, which I visited last time. The pictures are available on the Discord. There's a link in the description. But anyways, gonna continue here. Okay, abstracting.
It's looking better than the real thing, so it must have been looking like what you saw in real life.
I mean, hopefully.
Because you said the pictures aren't really conveying it.
Yeah, this one, I feel like the picture... I mean, sunsets, you're never going to get the real thing, right? It never really captures how majestic and amazing they are.
There's something in the air, in the atmosphere, all around you. It's a 360 sensory experience that you can't get from a 2D piece of artwork.
But the other factor is that my...
Goodbye, Jake Green.
Oh, bye, Jake. Have a great
bye,
pizza. Enjoy. And enjoy your mod powers. Get a look at that. Oops, all butts.
Oh, dear. And a little slice of my life.
Oh, no. What was I going to say? The other thing is I don't really have that good of a phone camera. So the pictures aren't like the best quality, but that's fine.
Jake says, I definitely have my night planned. LOL. It's a lot to scroll through.
It's not that much.
Well, not on our Discord, but if you follow the links that I post.
Truly.
Dude, away from other people with eyes.
Children. Alright, so the kind of point of abstracting is to use some shapes to make them more graphic in quality, make them flatter and stuff. One of the opportunities, I mean there are many opportunities, but one of the opportunities for that is like things that are regimented shapes like this railing right here, and also the, what do you call these dock things? The wood.
Yeah.
The wood bits, the wood.
Dr. Wood.
I'm gonna go in there with a little pencil and make them very like hatchy. Also, I don't have a great vocabulary for all of the things that I'm trying to convey, but
don't need it. Just need shape language.
Shape.
We're at 6 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, it happened. I can't really. Can you believe? Okay, Jonathan Van Ness.
That's what you said last time. More people are allowed to say, can you believe, than just Jonathan Van Ness.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I had hurt your feelings.
How dare you?
Can you believe I hurt your feelings?
Okay, Jonathan Van Ness.
I love talking to you. Okay, hand drawn. Woo! Hip, hip, hip. When you're on a holiday, you don't need the words to say.
That's so fitting.
Yeah. Exactly.
That snippet of song is perfect.
On an island in the sun, on a peninsula in Oregon. You get it? You get it? It's working! It's working!
Anthony Jackson says, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. You have a great night. Oh, there are windows.
Good night and good luck.
Bring it back. Okay, so windows that look like two weird eyes. And then there's like a nose part in the middle. Do you see that? There's like a nose.
Is it like an AC thing?
I'd say it's like a half chimney.
Whoa.
I don't know, man.
Does it go up that high? That's bonkers.
It goes to the roof.
To the roof. Raise the roof.
The roof is on fire. Oh wait, we shouldn't say that. There actually were fires there. Oh no. We even walked in an area that was still charred and burned from a recent fire. I mean, quote unquote recent. Like 2007, I think it was. Something like that. And there's still like just charred wood out there. And we learned, apparently, from one of the guys that was just walking around, and we were taking pictures of houses, and he's like, why are you taking a picture of my house? So we talked to him for a little bit, and he was saying that it was set by just like a pyromaniac who went out and burned. It was something, they started like 27 fires, I think it was, something like that.
Holy moly.
Crazy, crazy stuff. Don't burn things, please. Don't do that. That's real bad. It hurts a lot of things, people, animals, everything. Listen to your heart. Don't burn things you'd but.
But? Just fill in the butt.
Want to say that again?
Fill in the blank.
Okay.
But.
Okay. Well, I think that we can call it there. We've got obviously more that we can do. I like that the bridge is just like hovering over the water. I'm going to fill that in real quick. Oh, and we didn't even paint in Washington. We left Washington out of it. Oh, so sad. This is Washington, by the way. This little chunk over here.
It's the same as water.
I mean, it's very similar over here. I'd say maybe slightly lighter and greener I could go. That's probably too light. Yeah. But anyways, it is really fun to do this kind of stuff. I'd love to continue doing it, and we could pick this up anytime. That's the glory of a lot of these things is there are no rules. The explicit reason that we're abstracting is to not have rules. So as much as you can leave them behind, do so. And just think of shapes and lines and fun things and patterns and things like that. That's what I'm trying to do. And kind of narrow down on what makes it abstract. Like I'm thinking, how far can we push this before the human mind can't comprehend what we're drawing anymore? Yeah, you like that? You like that?
The building could probably get a little bit more abstracted then.
Yeah, we could do a lot with everything, basically. I think a lot of this one I was distracted by, Zangief and such. But we
hard
can
not to be, huh?
keep abstracting. Kind of like, remember in Inside Out when they're walking through the like abstraction zone where they like become more and more just graphic shapes?
Yep.
That's what I'm doing or hoping to do. I just want to get to more and more basic and outlandish kind of ways of rendering things. So just as an experiment, how far can you push it? And then you can always bring it back from the brink. You can always make it less or like more realistic, whatever you want to call that. But it's hard to reach to the edge of what you can make it and then recognize, okay, that's too far. Or it could be pushed further. But for now, this is where we leave it. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to show, this is one of the pieces that we worked on with this picture. And then we had the other one is this beach scene with this picture. Well, that's part of it. There you go. Boom. Oh, it's the whole group. Okay, yeah. So there's the picture and there's the painting.
Perfect.
Wow. All right. Because we are being simulcast on Adobe Live, you will be automatically sent to another streaming video. I hope that you say hi to them there, and if they have a subscription, then definitely check it out. This stream was brought to you by our subscription, which is a podcast that we do called Oops All Bloops, where we talk about life, art, inspiration, whatever we feel like, and we are dropping a new episode on Friday, so you can look forward to that, 4 p.m. Pacific time. It's $3 a month for 2 podcasts, and there is a backlog now of 7 episodes, so you could listen to all of them if you would like, and just enjoy the ride with your fun little friends.
Fun little friends.
Little tiny baby friends, little Zangiefs running around.
No.
Should I get you like a little chibi like statuette of Zangief?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, fine then. Anthony, is there anything you'd like to say to the audience before we leave?
Thanks for joining in. If you want to hang out more, you could hop over to our Discord, and the link for that is in the description under this video.
Absolutely. Shout out to our mods as well. Rynn has been super active doing a ton of work today, so thank you so much, Rynn. We really appreciate you. And our newest mod, Jake Green.
Green, what?
In the actual stream. This is making history right now. What?
Yeah. Have you watched Yuri on Ice? Can you sing that part? Oh, okay. There's a song called Making History.
Oh, Making History.
I'll send it to you.
Just saying it to Defying Gravity for reasons. Okay, we will see you next time on Monday, and then the podcast drops on Friday, and have a great weekend or week, everything that's happening. Remember to get vaccinated, wash your hands, wear your mask, be kind to yourself and to others, drink plenty of water, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.